Hello, this is Tina speaking, and welcome to my channel Dark Matrix. Well, today I'm gonna talk about something rather disturbing, and this is the subject that we all rather not talk about and ignore almost. And the subject is the death. And precisely what I'm gonna put light on in this video is about the way how we die, what is all behind it. Because there is something not quite as straightforward as it seems. It's not coincidental as it seems to everyone. Well, we all have to die, okay, so this is obvious that we're not here forever. We are mortals, so the day comes that we have to leave this plane, this place of existence. Now, why do some deaths seem to be so horrific, so brutal? Why some people, on the other hand, die peacefully in bed, and some in terrible accidents as a result of some violence, attacks, foul plays of all sorts. According to some NDE cases, when I was looking into it deeply, apparently we have chosen ourselves how we're gonna leave this place. So we have chosen the manner that we're gonna die. This is apparently what they say that they managed to find out, and what I mean by this, when NDEs meeting those beings on the other side. Some NDEs ask questions, and some of the questions are answered. So based on that information, I'm in a position to share a few things that I've looked into, and I'm quite, I don't know, how can I even say this, but it's disturbing. That's the bottom line. Very, very disturbing, because if we are responsible for the way we die, okay, for let's say it's true, would you choose to die in the most horrific way? I mean, in the most horrific accident, and in a situation that perhaps that you are not ready to leave, when you, let's say, you are young. I mean, you have a young family, some people need you and you need to be with them, and suddenly everything is cut short and you are leaving, and not just leaving peacefully, but in a very disturbing way, in such a way that it creates a disturbing, bad vibes, something that stays with everybody. Obviously, people who are left behind, affected by all that. I mean, I know, because it happens to me. Someone very dear, like my mom, died in a very bad manner when I was very young. So it's something that I was thinking recently, and I thought maybe I should share why I feel that this is disturbing. I mean, just look around, what is really happening. As I just said, I mean, would you choose a horrific manner to die? This is something that, again, I question this, but if I was to say this to anybody else that don't know much about it, they will look at me and say that I'm crazy or something, but it's not the case. I just simply want to know what is happening. Apparently, before we are born, we are participating in preparation of a life script. I've mentioned already that we don't have much say what goes into that preparation. We kind of are given second-hand choices. That means somebody makes the big choice and say, okay, choose from here and this. And those are not really choices. They're just giving you the illusion of choice. It's like making you feel that you are free to choose, but that's not the case at all. And during that time, the life script is prepared. That means whatever your life's going to be like, you're going to follow certain events, certain things going to happen to you, certain situations that you're going to be participating in, and certain stuff's going to happen, and relationships, jobs, education. I mean, those are like a milestone of this life, and obviously having kids or not. This is all part of the script. And that last one is the manner of how you're gonna leave this world. So apparently, you choosing it. That is your own choice. I remember one case of this was. I read about it. There was a lady. Apparently, no, it wasn't written anywhere. It was a video on YouTube, and I wanted to find this video, and I'm not successful at all because I watched it like about 2 or 3 years ago, and I was shocked at what this video was about. There was a story told by a lady that obviously survived NDE, and what happened. She was attacked by her husband, and she was shot, and so were her 2 children. They did not survive. They were like about 9 or 10-year-olds, and she was badly injured, but she did survive. And of course, she had an NDE experience, and based on that, what she witnessed during that time, she explained in her video what happened. So apparently, she met Jesus. Yeah. She crossed over for a little while. I don't remember the minute details of this video, but this is how it goes. She was devastated because obviously the kids were gone. She was injured. That means her whole life was done. Badly damaged. And she met Jesus, and she asked, why my children gone? I mean, what is happening? I can't. She said, I can't go back. I have to stay here because they may need me. And what really happens? I mean, she was devastated, and she proceeds to explain how she felt. And what was really shocking was the reaction of that figure, that supposedly be Jesus. The figure was almost like. Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, they're gone because they chosen to go at this particular time. That was their own choice, and they've chosen the manner, the way they're gonna die. This is it. It was just like, oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Really, that kind of manner. I was shocked about it. Totally shocked, because if this is, we're talking about. What some people refer to as God, Jesus, and supposed to have like loving nature, loving heart, and suddenly, can you imagine being faced in this kind of situation with the being that you may be praying to and believing and following and everything, and suddenly it's like it doesn't matter. Something more, this is horrific, I'm sorry, but this is so important to remember that there's something not right in this whole scenario, really. I wish I could find this video. I'll keep searching. If I do, I'm gonna perhaps do some comments on it. Hopefully gonna find it, but there's so many. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of those NDEs team videos where people share their own experience, and obviously the way they talk about what they've seen, they're all like they've seen God and like they've seen heaven and all this, without realizing that they've been simply finding themselves in holographic world that was quickly put together for them for their benefit, so they could come back here and basically tell everybody what they've seen is just like advertising what they've seen, free advertising, yeah. And people were so impressed that, oh, so and so survived such a horrific death and she made Jesus, so they're not going to question. I mean, who's going to question this, really? Well, I do, but there's not many people like myself who questions this, because I personally find it very disturbing and horrific, quite horrific, that such a thing can take place. I mentioned this case in one of my videos some time ago, and I'm mentioning in this video here too, because it's so disturbing, and this is came from apparently from Jesus himself, that the children have chosen to be murdered by their own father, and at the age of like really 9 or so, and die together and leaving their mother, you know. I mean, this is horrible, really. Everything is wrong with this, everything. Nothing is right about it, absolutely nothing. So if that's the case, if we're choosing the manner, the way we die, who is persuading us to make this kind of choices? Because I don't think that I would participate in my own execution, in my own faith, and what's going to happen to me if I was there. I say, wait a minute. So this is if it's true, of course. I cannot picture sitting there with some being of light next to me and agreeing, oh, this and this and that and is going to happen, and those things are horrific. And on the end, I'm going to die miserably in the most horrific way. I would say, no way. Come on, I'm not doing it. Really. Why would why anybody would, really? Why would anybody choose this? So what I'm saying, the whole thing of preparation of this life script of our destiny in here, the more I look at it, the more it seems to me like we do not participate in it, that it's being done for us. Of course, in NDE cases, people are told quite often, when they ask questions, oh, don't you remember you chose this, you said you're going to do this and you're going to do that, you have to fulfill what you promised and this. Really? But I mean, and they don't remember, that's the whole thing. But they are told during the experience that they're being choosing those events in their life. And of course, majority of the people hearing that, they don't argue at that point, because they see these beings as superior, because they are on shaky ground. They just they got very usually badly injured body that they don't want to go back to, and the being is there and appears to be powerful to them, all knowing and all fantastic, like, you know, on a ground that is looks like heaven. So that alone intimidates people from asking further questions or investigating anything. And many people do, when they ask something deeper, they immediately lose this kind of connection. The consciousness immediately shifts, and they found themselves back in the physical body, and like with a big massive swoosh, and one moment there and the next moment they open their eyes and they somewhere in a recovery in a hospital usually. So this is very disturbing, because I mean, if we're not participating in it and we are told that we do, what is really happening? One thing is for sure, everything is hidden behind massive secrecy, that there's not really first of all, we don't have a manual how to live this life. We don't have any contract in our hands that we signed at something, that we have to fulfill something. that we promised to do something. Okay, so that alone gives us some um, um, space, to say, wait a minute, something is not right here. Okay, because this is not right. If we don't have anything in our hands and everybody holds all the cards on against us, that is that should be questioned. That should be questioned, and unfortunately, it isn't. Um, I would never ever agree to create for the events that happens to me throughout my life. No way, absolutely not. So no matter what, if anybody would say that, oh, you created it, you agreed. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Absolutely not. And I would never agree to even. I mean, I already decided I'm not coming back here, and the only way to get out of here is to do your own thing, to shed all the authority complexes, and do your own thinking with your own mind, and become as aware as possible. Another important step is when you're crossing over, it's not to get involved with any of the beings that may appear suddenly. Oh yeah, they do. They're like running towards you very quickly, apparently, soon as you crossing over. Again, this is from NDE's experiences, that they always, after a little tiny while, you see this rushing light towards you, like they can't wait, can't waste one moment. So you have to say no to that, no consent to anybody interfering with you in any shape or any form. Anybody telling you, if you get involved into any conversations with those beings, I think they are sophisticated and they know us because they're spying on us. All life that we are here, it's like being recorded, like this camera recording me now, talking to you guys. The same, there's like a massive camera of some sort of universal consciousness that is recording apparently every move and every thought, which is also disturbing. Come on, what's the privacy? What's the free will, really? So they obviously can use this knowledge about us against us. That's why it's very dangerous to get involved in any, even the slightest conversation, even acknowledging that they exist. The best thing is to ignore it totally and to prepare yourself while you're still here, basically. Because if you don't, I mean, you cross over, you see somebody lurking nearby, you give them one finger, they grab the whole hand, and so, oh, I need to explain to you, what happens, do you remember this, I want to show you that. Do not, because they got a way of talking, and they usually sweet talk, and they bombard you with this love that is so overwhelming that basically many people are so starved of love because we don't get much of this kind of any love in here. A majority of people don't. So everybody would be so impressed. Oh, finally, I'm experiencing this heavenly feeling. Somebody wants me, somebody loves me and paying attention to me. And they'll be lured into it. And that luring in means that that parasite would send you back here. Because this is what they're all about. They are parasites of the worst kind. They're like a vermin, basically. All of them. This is the whole crew of them that living on our energy, living on us, lying shamelessly, basically. Why? Because they haven't been called to any responsibility, Unless you decide to do something about it after you cross over and you call on into some sort of justice, justice will have to come from you, from within, to stop this nonsense. Unless each individually does this, this is going to go for forever, really. So I'm saying it's not just going to stop. There isn't anybody coming and rescuing you from this situation. You have to do it yourself, and this is the scary truth, because if you look around, life is scary. And then finding out that we apparently chose how we're gonna die in here. I mean, this is This is really, really deep and very disturbing to me. I mean, even to me, and I mean, looking into those things for many, many years now. So yes, this is very worthy to look into. I already said that if you're not gonna do something about your own faith, about your own um, destiny, I call it destiny, whatever happens from now on to you, and how you're gonna cross what events will take place, you have to take into your own hands. If you're not gonna do it, somebody else will. Somebody else will take care of it, but you may not like it because they do it in a way that extracts most energy and creates most misery and conflict between your souls. So you have to, I mean, you have to look at this from this point of view that we are here like farm animals, basically. Um, yes, I mean, I don't trust anybody. I don't listen to anybody. Oh, because so and so is authority and they know everything. No, no, there's no such a thing that somebody knows everything. There isn't one single person on this planet that knows everything. I don't follow no masters, no gurus, no religious, obviously, any figures, nothing like that, you know. I'm a sovereign being and I intend to stay that way forever. So this is my choice, but you have to make yours as well. Well, thank you for listening. I hope you like this video and see you next time. Bye.